Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of Smith in the Black, and if it's Tuesday, it's a Strat Attack show where we get in the urban assault vehicle and see what's going on. So, Spy, today, we've had this back and forth action, the outside day, the inside day, the outside day, and then boom, trying to resolve to the upside through here because, we've had a high VIX, and you'll hear me say that the market will trade in the direction of the most twos, but also what's important to understand is that there's different weightings in the indexes, and so if some of those big boys start to get hit, you can still have more twos or ones flattening it out because the heavily weighted ones are bringing them down. So the VIX was a little artificially inflated because a lot of stocks weren't going down. So at this point, we come back through here, and you can see this lower low off that outside bar here, and now a higher high. So this is a broadening formation in itself. The question is, we're going to be strong enough to go take this stuff out. So if we go to the weekly, we'll see the bigger picture here. The 322 outside week down and now back through it. So now you're back into this broadening formation. So for the rest of the week, we want to know about SPY over 466.56. You're there right now, and then we can take this out and go back to the highs. If we go to QQQ, Q's still an inside week, all right? But we'd go 322 if it can take this out. 401.19. So you got a little room on that. Apple's running after the bell, so we'll see how that goes. If you go to the daily, once again, that 312 reversal. 3 down, 1 inside, boom, and off she goes. You can see this. Got some more room, and there's that 401 up into here that we're going after. So far, so good. They tried to hit him on the close. And, hold on, tried to hit him on the close on the 60, just said no. Just right back up, and so we'll see how that goes. So on the monthly, looking for an outside month here, also in the SPY, potential outside month, right, which would be that other broadening formation. That would be the third one in 3 months. That's something. If you go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, we poked down a little bit, so potential outside month there as well. And on the week, 2 down, 2 up on the week. Small cappers here, still inside on the week, so they've got a little bit more room to go. And on that month here, you can see just still stuck in all the middle of all of this kind of stuff, albeit you had some back and forth last month and all this kind of stuff. So if we have some strength, as we talked about SMH, and SMH still an inside month but going towards the highs. When we had all those monthlies potentially going 2-2 down in the broader averages, you had the semis being nowhere near doing that, all right? And XLK a little bit closer, but didn't do it, all right? So these things have stayed stronger. So if we go to the SMH, you're going to see like NVIDIA. NVIDIA's still an inside month. The good part about it is you're coming back through this previous range on a daily. That's what you want to do, because you're going to have guys stopped against all this stuff, right? So we had our triangle the out. All these guys in this range stopped out, gone, and now boom, right back in their face. So potentially that sets up this, an outside week, right, for NVIDIA. It's SMH itself here, almost an outside week, right here. So if we go to Texas Instruments right now, rebreaking here on this inside month to the upside, 312. So looking to take this out here, 202.26. So a little bit more on that. Intel gapped up today to take the inside month with the combo of the inside week here, but stopped all these guys out and just ran out of steam here and still backs off. So got to turn this around first, but if it can, we do have that inside month to the upside. If you go to SWKS, and SWKS in the semis gives you this, the 2 down, the 2 up week, coming back through a big previous range. And on that monthly, we got a lot of month left, but sets up the outside month, the 322 coming up, but plenty of month left to just go 1 bar at 3. So we'll see. If we go to LITE, and still an inside month, but the weekly 322. So we're looking to at least take this out, and then you got a little bit more up into here if they want to really bring it up. So LITE. If you go to MU, and MU potential 3-3 pokes down a little bit and coming back through on the week, but we know in that month we had this the Rev Strat month, boom, but you still got all this range up in here to go. So still doji on the month, but you got a nice broadening formation on the daily, real clear as day to keep an eye on. If we go to Corvo, and Corvo here, triangle layout, and now triangle layout. So you got higher highs and lower lows on your daily, but on the weekly, that gives you this, the 2-2 reversal back into the previous range is what we like. So you got to take care of business on these guys. They're gone. But this is a 3, so we'll see if we got more in the tank there. You can watch that, of course, with all the semis. If you go to PayPal, oh, how they've been waiting for this one. And PayPal, slight 2 down, 2 up on the week. So the good thing about that was the new month here, and now green on the month. So a little bit different. Daily's just kind of stuck in here. So we'd like to get this thing with a nice longer, greener bar coming through here. So it just pokes up a little bit. We'll keep an eye on that. If you go to Cisco, and Cisco still with the nice comeback ever since that gap down inside day, and off she goes. And so Cisco on the week, remember, had that inside week and then took it out. Now still continuing, and so looking to see if you can take this month here and go 3-2 on the month and come after these guys up into here. If you go to Okta Octa, and also outside month, and then poke down, potential 3-3 or 3-2-2. Plenty of month left, but to set that up right now, you got that weekly 2 down, 2 up, and back into the range. You can see the higher highs, the lower lows, broadening formation, trying to come off the lows. If we go to Wells Fargo, and Wells Fargo here, the 2 down, 2 up week. So you can watch that with the financials, FAS. What you doing, buddy? Still inside. So if you can see if that can take that, or XLF. That would help your Wells Fargo if you can get up a little bit more on that on the 2-2 weeks. If you go to American Express, you got a 2 down, 2 week to the upside. If you go to Goldman Sachs, 2 down, 2 up. And so you can watch those if the financials start going. With that Dow Jones, you got Boeing here, 2 down, 2 up week. There's your reversal week. And a new month, so it's now green. But coming into the end of the year, this is going to be an inside year for sure, and there's going to be a lot of pandemics. So be sure to tune in for the macro vid at the end of the year, because there's going to be a lot of good stuff on there, as we know from this year, like Ford and stuff like that. But a lot of pandemics going to be going inside on the year, so that could determine how we do next year. Go to FedEx. FedEx still above this weekly hammer. And daily, still chewing its way up, albeit doji today, but we'll see if that follows through. If we go to Cat Tractor, weekly, there's your hammer counter shooter. 2 down, 2 up, reversal. Watching that with the Dow Jones. McDonald's takes care of business on a 3-2-2 and goes into the highs. So we'll see if that's exhaustion risk, and you can see this now here. Broadening formation like so, and we'll see if that can expand that using that weekly signal. If we go to Visa, and Visa weekly, the 2 down, 2 up, and that's with MA, 2 down, 2 up. So we'll see if there's anything more to come of those guys. If we go to IONS in the bio, 2 down, 2 up, and coming back to the previous range. That's always good. So IBB was kind of struggling here on the week, but potential 3-2-2 on the week. So today had a nice kicker in there. 2 down, 2 back up into an old 3. So we'll see if there's more to that. Amgen, gap up slight yesterday and holds, and that gives you the 2 down, 2 up week, and this thing's well off the highs at a new month. So we'll see how that goes. If we go to ZBH, ZBH is also taking a big beating here, but now 2 down, 2 up on the week and a new monther. So green on the month. If we go to FLT, see this beating this thing's taken. Slight higher high, trying to go out, and boom. Now 2-2 back up over 217.68. And if you look at the monthly, you're going to see this. Here you're going to see all of this stuff is within these 2 months, right? And so oftentimes that's, we call a mother bar, and that would be a 2-month mother bar. And so price discovery starts over again in a mother bar, and you can see it here. The higher high, the lower lows, like so. And so here, if this is the broadening formation, the internal, you got some more room on this, we'll see. If we go to the downside, you got Pfizer, and they had news about their pills or whatever maybe not being as effective on the variants. So it is 2 up, 2 down week below 51.86. It's not totally getting killed, but, you know, this is where we keep an eye on them, like Peloton. Inside week to the downside, not totally getting killed, but it is what it is. It's inside week is and down is inside week and down. GitLab is getting to the basement, and you can see this right here, new issue, and then here, the inside week, the poke up, the rev strat, boom, and that's when you really get a hold of a good one. You can see that triggered here below 121.13, still good down at 81.74. Just some exhaustion risk as it went inside day to the downside into the lows. If we go to SGen in the bio, and 2 up by slightly taking that down. And this thing's just been in all sorts of trouble here. You can see this outside month, I believe. Let me see. Ooh, no, that's actually a 2 up, 2 down, but it's coming back through previous range and taking out last week's lows. Not everybody can say that. So SGen having some problems. And ARQQ. The 2 up, 2 down reversal puker. They bring her down real nice on that one. And you can see that was also triggered. We're always looking for combinations. That was triggered by a 3-1-2-2 rev strat. 2-1-2 rev strat coming all the way down here. And if that keeps puking, if you go to the monthly, this would be an outside bar, right? Back down into this stuff. So we can keep an eye on that too. But things are moving. We still have like some earnings coming out here. So we'll keep an eye on them like we always do. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, Mr. the Black, the Strat Attack Show.